Franklin Families, Mrs. Scroopa here with our next project for this week. The next story is We've Got the Whole World in Our Hands by Rafael Lopez, and this book has a ball of yarn that travels throughout the entire world, and that will be our inspiration for our project this week for string art. So let me read to you the story. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. See that ball of yarn? We've got you, we've got me in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the sun and the rain in our hands. We've got the moon and the stars in our hands. These beautiful illustrations. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the wind and the cloud in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the rivers and the mountains in our hands. We've got the oceans and the seas in our hands. See how that yarn keeps traveling? We've got you, we've got me in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got everybody here in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got everybody everywhere in our hands. Look at that. What an amazing picture. We've got the whole world in our hands. Isn't that great? Look at that, how that string has wrapped around to the top to resemble the world of the hot air balloon. We've got the whole world in our hands. Okay. So this is a great book. I love this story. I love the words. I love the illustrations. And I love this idea that this string, this yarn, goes wrapping around to create this beautiful artwork with everybody in the world. So what we're going to do today is I am going to have us work on some string art. Some things that you need for this project is some cardboard. So any kind of cardboard that would have a clean side, we're going to cut this smaller. You're also going to need some sort of yarn or string, scissors, and then if you have paints or markers or crayons, anything like that that you can use to add color to your artwork. And here's a sample of one of the artworks that was created with my kids one year. And there's a little glare. And we're going to be wrapping string around the cardboard to create these wonderful geometric shapes. And the string will be doing some overlapping in spots. And you will create these really nice designs that you'll be able to paint in. So let me show you one more. Okay, you can see this one here. Okay, so all this is made out of cardboard as our background and string to create these wonderful designs. It's kind of like a nice little game that you can play with the string, and I'll show you that in a few moments. And then you can add, these were done with paint. You can add paint, markers, or crayons, okay? So let's get started with creating this. So now I'm back here with Madison and Michael, and they're starting the project that I'm going to show you guys how to do. I took that box that I had showed you and I cut it into a smaller piece. So a rectangle, square shape. This is the size I have. Madison's is a little bit smaller. They all work. And what you'll do then is carefully around all 4 edges, take your scissors and you're going to cut into it just a little bit, all the way around. So you get these little slices into it around it. This is where we're going to be attaching our yarn, so we can make these nice little connections with the yarn. Get yourself a good sized piece of yarn. You can always go back for more. You can switch colors, you can do different things. I'm going to start with this size right here. I'll put that there for later. And what you'll do is, this side that has nothing on it is going to be your clean side. That's going to be the side that you're going to paint on, use your markers, use your crayons, whatever it is you have to do your designs. So you'll take a little piece of the end here, and you're going to slide it through down real good so it's stuck in there. You see it here, you see it there. And then what you can do is you'll just take it and you'll wrap it around into other little slits that you have. So you can go there, wrap it around back here. If your yarn starts to get a little tangled, don't worry. You can always take it apart until you get the design that you like the best. You can go back this way. What's really cool is I like to think of this as a game, because you can do these overlapping designs to create some crisscross designs, create some different geometric shapes. So shapes that you can kind of determine if it's like a square, rectangle, triangle. You could play around with these different things. I've even seen it where I've done it and I was able to create a star within my artwork using the string. Okay, perfect. Show them what you did. So she took the yarn and wrapped it around and she made a design like that. Now she can choose that maybe this is the design that she really likes, or she wants to change it. If it's something she wants to change, all she would simply need to do is just carefully unravel the yarn from your spots and try it again.
I kind of want to keep this. I just need a little bit more yarn.
Perfect. We can cut you a little more yarn. Okay, and Michael, you finished yours? Good. So here's Michael's. Now Michael has this little tail kind of hanging here. What he can do, so it's because this is going to be the main part of your artwork, what he can do is take it and just kind of wrap it around one of these other slots and put it here. If these little yarns that are kind of hanging in the back are bothering you, all you need to do is put a little piece of tape down. All right, so I added some more string to go through back and forth. I found some other string colors. It could be the same string color, different colors, whatever you have to use with at home. Once you have these overlapping designs, creating these geometric shapes that you like, then you can go in and get your paints ready and start painting into each one of these sections. So I have some of my paints ready, and what I'll do is maybe I'll take a little orange, and you'll just paint inside, being very careful to not touch the string too much, but use these areas as little shapes that you can paint in, okay? You can paint them all one solid color, or you can choose to let the paint dry and then go back and do some designs on top. My water cup over here. Okay. And have fun with this. Take your time, think of different designs that you can create, colors. Maybe I'll go back and you can do some dots on top of the color that you already have once it's dry. Make some really fun designs and just really enjoy this. Okay, so I finished all my painting, did all my little areas with different colors, let the paint dry, added some designs on top. Now what you can do is, if you want to glue this onto a larger piece of paper, construction paper, or staple it onto it to give it a little frame, you can do that. I took mine that my kids had made a few years ago, and I just put them in frames and they hang in my living room because I thought they were a nice little pop of color to have. Whatever you'd like to do. Now if you do this project, please share it with me so I can see what kind of yarn creation you made. And I hope you enjoyed the story of We've Got the Whole World in Our Hands by Rafael Lopez. And I can't wait to see what you all create with your string art. Thanks for watching. Bye.